So I thought I'd come on and make a little video about the Women's Wellness Circle closing ceremony and the Women's Wellness Circle closing. So I have been involved in the Women's Wellness Circle since it started. I co-founded it with my friend Sophie about 10 years ago, and it has been a massive part of my life and my calling for a long, long time. And actually Sophie and I were even working together before we formed the Women's Wellness Circle, running retreats, and they evolved to be just for women over time. And they were, healing retreats where we explored yoga and embodiment practices and healing practices such as EFT. And then we realised our passion for women's circles, and we became the Women's Wellness Circle and have ran some big online events. We used to run courses on different themes like radical self-care or seeing chronic illness as a path to awakening. And then eventually we formed a membership community as well, like a monthly circle of meetings several times a month. And then I ended up working with someone else called Jen Evans for a couple of years with it, and then Moon Title, who many of you will know, who I think it's been nearly 5 years we've been working together running it. And it's just been there's just been a lot of love that's been poured into the Women's Wellness Circle, a lot of passion, my own 5-year healing journey from chronic fatigue, my love of women's circles, sort of forming this organisation which is all about women gathering together for healing, exploring healing tools and community, building community to support healing, the power of that. It's one way we can connect to oxytocin, for example, as women, is if we gather in community. Even online we can feel it. Of course it's even stronger if we're in person as well. So we have this upcoming closing ceremony, which we'd love to welcome you to on the 3rd of December. So it's going to be a circle, and I'm sure it's going to be deep and powerful and healing. And it'd be really great to have you involved. I'll make sure there's a link below this video. We also have a bundle of pretty much all of the resources we've created over the years with the Women's Wellness Circle. So there's lots of audios and some written content, lots of meditations, some interviews. And if you're interested in the bundle, then if you're up for donating over £111, you can get the whole bundle of all these resources. But any donations are also appreciated, and half of the money is going to go to the Loveland Foundation, which is about supporting black girls and women in therapy, I believe. And I just, it's become time to let it go, at least for now, this circle, because of my pregnancy and not quite finding in time someone to step in my place or to make it all viable and work. But I will be back, I'm sure, running women's circles in some way, so stay tuned to that, and stay tuned to what Moon will be offering as well in the future. And it's still an absolute passion of mine, the power of women's circles, the power of women coming together for healing, for raising consciousness, for connecting. And for me to be able to get to the point of letting it go, it required me to grieve, how important part of my life and sort of sense of soul purpose it has been for so long. I really hope that you have benefit from the circle if you've been involved with it. I imagine if you're at this point in the video, you probably have been involved in it in some way. I've loved working with you and supporting your journey of healing. And I hope you can continue to connect with other women in the circle, perhaps form your own circles. Perhaps I'll see you in a circle in the future in a new way, and perhaps Min and I will collaborate again and run a 9-month program around purpose, pleasure and power. We will see what will happen, what's going to come. I just wanted to say some words around it all. So I'm just going to take a moment to take some breaths and connect to my heart and connect to the energy of the Women's Wellness Circle and all the beautiful love that's been put into it, and also the incredible presence and gifts that everyone involved has brought. You know, it wouldn't have been obviously been able to happen without those of you who took part in our events and courses and membership community and retreats and all the things. So I'm just going to take a moment to really feel that collective field, and to sort of send out a prayer that this field of the power of women's work and women's communities continues and evolves in different ways, in new forms. Yeah, and it'd be really wonderful if you could join the closing ceremony as well, and any donations appreciated to support our work and to support the charity we're supporting as well. Okay, wishing you well today and all days. Bye for now.